All right. So we are getting into production styles. How many of you have seen this craftsman type of style? Every piece was handcrafted, and how many of you love this? But is it possible to produce in mass? No, you cannot produce in mass, right? And then we saw the production style where this is a fantastic car. Components were handcrafted, hand fitted. These were made of excellent quality, but this is very expensive, and few they were able to produce only few. Of course, this was built with pride, and cars were built with workers walking around. Now, the first mass production was from Ford Motor Assembly. Mass production had its own advantages. Since it was standardized, it was low skilled, it required low skilled labor and simplistic jobs. The parts were interchangeable, lower quality, and affordable price, and billions were produced. Okay, this is what was typically of mass production. But then the basic concepts such as efficiency, waste reduction, and standardization, we have known around for ages. Okay. But it was in automobile manufacturing where it was coalesced into what we know as lean today. And various companies have adopted this philosophy. All right. So let's see the history of lean here. I'll start going a little bit slow here. And this is the place where I request to people, I put a legend here of PowerPoint just to request some of the volunteers here to go into the depth of these legends and bring in a presentation. How many of you would do that? Type me in the comment box. Example, in early 80s, there was this gentleman called Eli Whitney. So he designed what is called interchangeable parts. And this is also one of the lean thinking. Okay, the parts were interchangeable. I don't see any me in the comment box. Okay, in 1909, Gilbert brothers, okay, Frank made process charts and motion studies. Okay, Mr. Pradeep Joshi has said, okay, that'll be nice if you can pick up any of these legends and then go through the internet. You can download the same stuff, but then just share it in the group so that they will get an additional information of what is being taught here. So they started monitoring through some process charts, motion studies. Then there came Frederick Taylor. Okay, today the foundation of industrial engineering, okay, was actually sowed by him. The seeds were sowed by him. The time study, work study, standardized work, and Taichi Ono actually practically implemented the standardized work in the most in the way that it gave phenomenal benefits. Okay, 1913, Henry Ford. In fact, it will be a great contribution to our community if somebody can actually elaborate on what Henry Ford said. There is a tons of content available in the internet. It just needs a passion to share. Okay, you can put it in the PowerPoint. You can start from who Henry Ford was, what his thinking was, and so on and so forth. So he actually started these assembly line concepts, like, right? So 1940s and 50s, there was this two great gentlemen, Joseph Juran and W. Edward Deming. Okay, they actually what the quality movement. They laid the foundation for quality movement. Okay, and there we have Toyota, Taichi Ono, Shigie Shingo. They have made phenomenal contributions and what we know as Toyota production systems today, just-in-time concepts. Okay, and then comes our gurus who are still there, James P. Womack and Daniel T. Jones and Rose, who actually started in their book, The Machine That Changed the World. The Machine That Changed the World. And James Womack dedicated his 5 years of life in learning the Toyota production system. Okay. And Toyota was gracious enough to let him study for 5 years. And he wrote the book, Machine That Changed the World. And no doubt because of his passion for lean, he coined the word called lean. And today, the Lean Enterprise Institute, as we know today, is one of the largest lean organizations in the world. Okay. So salutations to this legend, James P. Womack. And okay, with timeline, if I have to show this, okay. So Ellie Whitney, interchangeable parts, and then Frederick Taylor. At one shot, if you want to see, then Walter Sheward, statistical process control, Henry Ford, assembly lines, and TQM, where even I have brought in Ishikawa also here, Shigeo Shingo, and Toyota, James Womack, the machine that changed the world. And I also like Mr. Michael Jor's book on Lean Six Sigma. Okay, combining Six Sigma quality with lean production speed. All right. So this book also I will share at some point in time. Okay, now here in my notes, this is for your study notes. Okay, I have done some homework and I have given something here. I'm not going to read all these things. Okay, about each of these gentlemen I have given. Taichi Ono. This is about Taichi Ono. This is about Shigeo Shingo. Okay, you can go through these notes. I will share this presentation. I will repost all these presentations in Telegram group because now that I have given the mind map and logical steps, I'll make module by module and post so that it is useful. And we will have a documentation control on that. That will be version 1, and then I'll keep revising this version. Okay. And I think over a period of this 2021, we will have the world-class material on the subject. Of course, you can take up to write on Toyota also how they joined the lean journey. I try to attempt it by taking some information from the internet. I had shared this book also at some point in time. All right. I strongly recommend all of you to go through this book, Lean Thinking. Okay. I will also post the audio content. So I request each and every one of you to listen to this audio. All right. So I will leave with this question today. And I request you to actually answer this in the group. Okay. Case 1, you walk into a factory. You see that the machine is idle, but people are working. So this is a typical factory where now there are 3 things in the factories that we see: machines, man, and material. And in order to convert this raw material into finished goods, you need man also, you need machine also, you need material also. So this is not an activity which is without machines. Okay, so that's the case here. Suppose if you walk into the factory, you need not answer here, but you can take a snapshot of this and answer in the group. Suppose you walk into the machine and see the machine is idle, whereas man is working and material is moving. Material is moving from one place to another. What is your thought process in terms of what is happening inside that? What is the possible reason why machine is idle but man and material is working? If this question is clear, type super clear in the comment box. I want this, you want to understand this clearly. Okay, this is to trigger the lean thinking. Okay, so you walk into the factory where ideally you can imagine different situations and then write all the situation of that factory. So case 1 is you walk into the factory, you see the machines are idle, but man is working and material is moving. Okay, so what are the possible reasons why this is happening? Case 2, you are finding machine is working, whereas man is idle and material is moving. What is the situation in that factory that you can imagine why it is happening? Case 3. Machine and man both are working, but material is not moving. But only why is the reason? Is it difficult to answer or easy to answer? At least I wanted some responses from some people. Possible situations inside that factory. Okay, possible situation. No answer is wrong answer. Okay, these are all possible situations inside that factory. Case 4. Machines are not running, man is also not working, but material is moving. Material is moving. Okay. Case number 5. Only man is working, material not moving, and machine also not working. Okay, this is an easy one anyway. Case number 6. Only machine is working, man is idle, and material is not moving. Case 7. All three are idle. Okay. Case 7, somebody wrote in one of the batches, okay, labor strike and things like that. Anything, any situation, okay, that's fine. And case 8, all the things are working. Okay. So I request all of you to take a screenshot of this and share your thoughts in an Excel sheet